Like, ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, bro. On the down. They in my house. They making threats to me. You wanna take my kids? You and your drunk cousin?
You pointed at all I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Rivah TV. What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. So this is so ironic. We were just talking about Ray J yesterday. Okay, I already, brought the conversation. We were talking about him with the girlfriend and all the mess that was going on in regards to that.
But I'm not in love with you.
You're not?
And I'll never will be.
Never? But it can grow to that.
I'll never grow to that. You can cry all you want. But crying is cool because you start to realize that it's not always about you.
And now here we are talking about Ray J again because unfortunately today on Thanksgiving, Ray J got arrested. Okay, so we're going to get into all the details, unpack everything that happened. But before we get into the story, I just wanted to say that, for all of those who celebrate, happy Thanksgiving to you. Even if it's just a day that you get off of work and you get to relax, even if it's a day that you are spending time with family and all the above, whatever it is that you're doing today, I hope that you know that me personally, I am personally thankful for you. All of you that are watching, all of you that are supporting, all the above. So I just wanted to say my piece. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the details. So ironically, again, Ray J was actually streaming. So we have the capture of all the events that ended up taking place that led up to his arrest. So I'm going to go ahead and press play, pause, play, give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinion on this entire situation.
Now I got my kids in here with me. Ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, bro. On the down. They in my house. They making threats to me. What's up? What you trying to do? Take my kids?
Yes, I'm getting my kids.
Okay, take your kids.
So as you can see, like I said, he was live streaming, and the person who walks in is actually his ex-wife, baby mama, Princess Love. So she walks in and he's like, what you trying to do? He was already giving us a synopsis of basically what was going on, that he had the kids there with them. She's coming in and she's trying to take the kids on the holiday. He didn't want to let them go. Tumultuous situation.
Watch how they cry. Take my kids because y'all drunk. Y'all want to drive drunk? Y'all want to drive drunk? Drive drunk. Drive drunk, princess.
Right, you just
drive
pointed,
drunk.
You just pointed at
drive drunk.
You just pointed at
drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. You want to take my kids? You and your drunk cousin? Because y'all drunk as and y'all alcoholics? Take my kids then. Go ahead. Who's going to drive? Tony, he's been drinking
I'm
too.
not driving.
Who's been driving? Everybody point nothing at y'all.
So right now, obviously she does seem a bit inebriated. To be fair, she does. And I'm not saying that based off of how she's talking. I'm saying that more based off of her facial expression. She looks kind of flushed and all the above. But this is such a mess because the kids is already in the bed sleep. If you were going to come and get them for whatever reason, it looks like this happened like in the wee hours of the morning. If you wanted your kids or whatever the case is, they don't seem to have any kind of, necessary problem between the two of them. Why couldn't that have been coordinated in the morning or the next day? Why wake them up out of their sleep to come get them from their father's house to then take them? Like, it just sounds like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Point nothing at y'all.
At us.
Yeah, whatever.
You pointed at us.
Why are you waking my daughter up?
You pointed at us.
Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my daughter up?
All I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving.
Why did you wake my daughter up?
Ray.
Because you're selfish.
Delusional.
You're drunk.
You're a woman abuser.
You're
and
drunk.
You're delusional.
I'm a woman. That's what drunk people say.
Now here comes all the, I ain't never heard her say that before. I don't know about anybody else. I personally have never heard her say that before. Now, all Pandora's box is open. All of a sudden now, you're, an abuser and this, like all of these stuff are going out there. And again, this is during his live stream on Twitch. So it's not like this is, he could have edited in post-production or anything. Like this is happening current. On a live stream, and she knows what she's saying, and she knows why she's saying it.
Like you're taking my daughter?
Grow the up.
All right,
Seriously,
cool.
you need
All
to.
You're not taking my son.
Ray.
Like I
get
know
up.
you're not taking my son. Hey,
Don't touch it.
Hold on, bro. I swear to God, the fuck out of you. Y'all get out of my house.
There it is. Okay? There it is. You know, now this is exactly what he said on his live stream. Nobody didn't record this and post it, and you know, he can't say it's edited. This is from his own live stream. And it looks like the man in which he's talking to is somebody who accompanied his ex-wife and his baby mama into the house, you know, trying to, you know, we gonna go get the kids kind of situation.
Get out of my house right now. Oh, I swear to God, bro. Right now. Take my son. No. I hate you over the fucking head, bro. Hey, you supposed to get family. Nah, get the fuck out of here. You're doing my house. Hey.
So obviously he had to put stuff down. Okay, he had to put whatever he was using to record down to go handle business. Okay, whatever that was, I'm not sure. But let's just be honest about this situation. Okay, let's just break it down. Ray J do be in a lot of mess. He does. Okay, Ray J is obviously, his name is always in some kind of something going on. He always got some kind of foolishness going on. That is true. Those things are absolutely true. However, we can, you know, see visually that Ray J was in his home with his children, and these people came up into Ray J's house. So, you know, it's very much, it's not like, you know, he unprovoked said any of these things. You know, he is, you know, protecting the rights of his home, but also these people are the ones who came up in there. He didn't go to nobody's house and just start saying this stuff. These people came up into his home and started taking his children away. I'm not saying it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but I'm just saying, based off of what we are visually seeing, you know, this is kind of a crazy situation.
Bro, stop, dog. Stop. Okay.
I know you are, but stop. I'm trying to help you out.
All right, cool.
You good? Yep. Literally, they're probably gonna pull up right now. Let's chill.
Cool. All right, cool.
Literally.
So the person who's talking to him, it looks like the same person that he was threatening. He's saying, like, you know, you're supposed to be family. You know, this is not a situation. I know you're upset with me right now, blah, blah, blah. I know you would absolutely harm me, whatever. But I'm really just trying to diffuse the situation, and I'm trying to help you out. That's what the person is saying. I don't know if that person is using that as a de-escalation tactic. I don't know, like, what the means of that person saying that are. But, you know, it looks like it got Ray J to be in some kind of space at the moment.
Yep, we cool. All right, let go. Let go.
Let's chill. I'm a kid. I need to take my kids. I'm trying to help you out. Let's go. Let's just get out of here. They really have to get out of my house. What should you right now? I got a gun on me. I'm trying to help you. Get out of here, bro. If I shoot you. I don't want you. I would never do that, bro. There's got it downstairs. Bro, I just shoot the out of you, bro.
And he's saying, you know, he's saying, I would never want to harm you. I would never want to hurt you. I would never want to do any of those things. However, also get out of my house. Because, yeah, you're de-escalating and all the above, but you're still taking my children from me. And, you know, I just want to say, like I said, I'm not sitting here being a Ray J defender or none of the above, but it's just such a sad situation. And just like the song that you saw that I had featured from Chapter 9 called Baby Mama Drama, I'll have it at the end as well so you guys can go check it out. It's a song that will always be played, unfortunately, because in these situations, you know, when two people break up, the mother is always in control. Let this have been a role reversal where a woman was in her home on live streaming with their children, and the man comes into the house and takes the kids. You would never hear the end of it. But it's become so normalized in our society that men have no rights in regards to their own children that it's just like a regular day. Like nobody's like cares about it. Nobody thinks twice about it. They're like, oh yeah, that's normal. That's the usual of what happens. Obviously, we can't see because it's a black screen, but you can hear the commotion going on still.
There's a balcony to my left. A room to straight ahead. up and bump up, okay? Ready? Ready?
Last minute's clear.
41 is requesting additional unit for open doors for evening by Magnolia.
So obviously it cut off, but as you could hear the people talking about balcony to my left and this and that was the police. So it was a very quick situation. It seemed as though, Princess maybe called the police based off of the fact that she said that she would during this clip in the conversation, that she's going to call the police or whatever the case is. It looks like once she got the daughter and stepped away, that's exactly what she did, and the police were called. Now, I don't know if that's why they came. Sometimes, police come just because of commotion going on, because neighbors hear noise, whatever the case is. I don't know, but unfortunately, that led to Ray J being arrested on Thanksgiving. So in him saying that he did not want to be separated from his children on Thanksgiving Day, he could have never thought that that would have been the worst thing that happened, because instead of it just being a peaceful transition, regardless of whatever the situation, he ended up in jail. Crazy, crazy turn of events. Crazy, sad situation. A mess. Okay, that's why y'all got me here in the midst of my cooking to come and talk about this, because I just couldn't believe it. Especially like I said, we just talked about him yesterday. Very sad situation. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.
Drama. Yeah. Drama. Baby mama drama.